Three signs Kevin Owens will not win the Undisputed WWE Championship on Saturday night's main event. Kevin Owens is set to challenge Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed WWE Championship on Saturday night's main event. The prizefighter and American Nightmare will meet in a rematch of their incredible Bash in Berlin contest, where the American Nightmare retained. Both men were babyfaces back then, with the story of the match being that Owens was reluctant to fight his friend. The dynamics will be completely different in the Nassau Veterans Coliseum, with both men out for blood. While Rhodes seeks to avenge Randy Orton, who Owens put on the shelf a few weeks ago, the challenger will look to take out his frustrations on the champion for having aligned with Roman Reigns. Hype for the bout is huge, but by most indications, it will not result in a title change. Here are three signs that Kevin Owens will not win the Undisputed WWE Championship from Cody Rhodes on Saturday night's main event. Kevin Owens' issues with Cody Rhodes began due to the latter's perceived betrayal of teaming up with Roman Reigns, prompting the former's heel turn. However, their animosity escalated when Owens put Randy Orton on the shelf with a piledriver, a move banned by WWE. The American Nightmare had previously tried to talk down his friend, but this confirmed that the prizefighter had snapped. The consequences of Owens' actions will inevitably come back to haunt him, which could happen as soon as Saturday night's main event. The Viper has been out for over a month, and the iconic network special is his best chance yet to hit back at the Canadian superstar by costing him the title. The former tag team partners have unfinished business, which doesn't bode well for Owens' undisputed WWE title chances. After Saturday night's main event, WWE's next big stop will be Monday Night Raw's move to Netflix, starting January 6, 2025. It will be a historic move for the company and is shaping up to be one of its most stacked shows in history. The Rock, John Cena, and Roman Reigns are all rumored to appear in the debut episode, with multiple blockbuster matches also reportedly planned. It has been heavily reported that Netflix requested for certain stars to be drafted to the flagship show to bolster star power for the new era. Cody Rhodes has been high on this list, given his massive popularity and the fact that he is the undisputed WWE champion. Triple H and company are thus unlikely to take the title off him just 3 weeks before the big move. So, it's difficult to see the prizefighter emerging victorious in the Nassau Veterans Coliseum. However, the transfer window could see him win the World Heavyweight Championship sooner rather than later. As soon as Cody Rhodes finished his story at WrestleMania XL, The Rock wasted no time in letting him know that they were destined to clash again. The final boss confronted the American Nightmare on the Raw after WrestleMania, congratulating him, claiming that their story had just begun, and heavily implying that he would be back to compete for the undisputed WWE title. From the Brahma Bull's epic Bad Blood return to the duo reportedly filming something together at the Moana World premiere, they still seem far from done with each other. Their eventual feud will most likely involve the championship, making it unlikely that Rhodes will lose it in the interim. This spells doom for Kevin Owens' aspirations at Saturday night's main event. As WWE prepares to bring back its iconic Saturday night's main event on NBC this weekend, Kevin Owens is ready to take center stage. With a world title opportunity against reigning WWE Undisputed Champion Cody Rhodes and a massive live audience both in the arena and watching at home, Owens spoke about the renewed excitement surrounding WWE and how the industry has once again captured the mainstream spotlight. The event, airing live from the historic Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum, where the first show emanated, marks the first Saturday night's main event on NBC in decades. Wrestling legends like Hulk Hogan, Ricky Steamboat, and Roddy Piper defined the show's legacy, and now Owens hopes to add his name to the list of icons who've made history under its banner. Owens believes WWE's resurgence in popularity isn't just a coincidence. It's the result of years of hard work. Speaking to Collider, from the inside of his car, where he's been spending a lot of time recently, Owens credited the collective effort of WWE's roster for the recent uptick in fan engagement. It's just really about how hard everyone's worked for so long, and eventually things kind of lined up right. People started paying attention more and realized the show's pretty great. There are a lot of talented, hardworking guys and girls here, giving it their all every single week. Owens also noted that a shift in WWE's creative direction in recent years behind the scenes with the disposal of certain individuals caught the attention of mainstream media, which brought new fans back to the product. That change in direction made a lot of noise outside of WWE, he explained. I think that probably turned a few eyes toward us. Everybody started watching again and realized, hey, this is really good stuff now. Owens will compete for the WWE Undisputed Championship against the American Nightmare on Saturday night. But the evening isn't just about that. Saturday night's main event first graced screens nearly 40 years ago, and Owens reflected on the legends who once graced the main event ring and imagined himself facing off against icons of the past. Ricky Steamboat would have been pretty great, Owens said. I think me or anybody from this era would have a fantastic match with him. Rowdy Roddy Piper would have been incredible too. I wasn't in a match with him, but he was the referee for one of my matches about 15 years ago, and just being around him for that little bit was pretty great. Owens also named Bret and Owen Hart and the British Bulldogs as wrestlers he would have loved to face, calling them fantastic and saying any of today's wrestlers would be lucky to share the ring with legends of their caliber. Owens has achieved more than most in his WWE career, from world championships to WrestleMania main events. Yet his hunger for new milestones hasn't waned. Although he hasn't been a world champion in WWE since 2017, he was given what many wrestlers would have considered better than a title belt. Owens fought Stone Cold Steve Austin in the Night 1 main event of WrestleMania 38 in Austin's home state of Texas in what was the Texas Rattlesnakes' first match in 19 years. When I first signed with WWE, I was basically told I'd probably stay in NXT and never really see the light of day on Raw or SmackDown, Owens said. And then about 8-9 months later, I was on Raw with John Cena. From that point on, I've had WrestleManias, I've had titles, and I've been in the ring with my favorite wrestler of all time, Steve Austin. I've been able to take care of my family in a way I never fathomed. Though Owens feels he's already exceeded his dreams, he admits there are still a few boxes left to tick. I'd love to be world champion again. I'd love to main event WrestleMania Night 2, since I've done Night 1 already. I'd love to have a match with Rey Mysterio. But if my career ends tomorrow, I'd still be happy with what I've done. The prizefighter Kevin Owens is all set to face his former friend Cody Rhodes this Saturday for the Undisputed WWE Championship at Saturday night's main event. The Stanford-based promoter